What's up, everybody? Justin here to do my greatest Royal Rumble review. Just ignore that bright sunlight. So, just ended like 10 minutes ago in the Royal Rumble match. First ever 50-man Royal Rumble match. Went about an hour 20 something. Anyways, here's my review. I do not want to make it that long. So up first, we had a 1 hour kickoff, which I watched, but I was mostly on Twitter. So up first was John Cena Triple H, one-on-one for the first time in a while. And again, I'm moving my body this way because to block the light. So John Cena, Triple H, a lot of people didn't care to see this. I didn't have a problem with it. It was okay. Wasn't bad. It wasn't god-awful, so I was okay with it. I predicted John Cena would win. And Cena did win. So, up next was the Cruiserweight Championship, 7 titles on the line, and the first ever 50-man Greatest Royal Rumble. I'm not going to talk about and rip and bash. I'm not going to talk about how they shouldn't have gone to Saudi Arabia. It wasn't up to me. I wouldn't have made that decision. I would have went to the UK instead. But whatever. They did it because they got a lot of cash from Saudi Arabia. And I'm not going to talk about the politics of why they went there. Doesn't matter. They went there. They were going to go there either way, like it or not. They were still going to go there. If you didn't watch it out of a protest, that's fine. But like it or not, didn't watch it or did watch it, they were still going to go there anyways. They have a 10-year deal with Saudi Arabia, so they're going to go back there probably next year and again. Probably later this year. Not saying it's going to be a network special, but they will be going back there to Saudi Arabia probably every single year because they got a contract with Saudi Arabia. So it was good to see a lot of fans there from Saudi Arabia. I'm not talking about all the people sitting at ringside. Those weren't the real fans. The fans in the farther seats in the stadium, those are the real fans. A lot of the pictures they showed of on camera of shooting the fans, a lot of them looked really excited to be there and really into the show. So I'm happy for all those real fans that got to see some of their favorite superstars. So before I talk about the Cruiserweight Championship, my final predictions record was, I gotta add this up here. Let's see, John Cena. I had Cena. I had Alexander winning. They both won. So let me just do math real fast. I believe there were 9 matches, and because the WWE Championship was a double count out, I'm not going to count that as a prediction victory. So out of the 9 matches, I went, let's see, I got to do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10 10 matches. Out of the 10 matches, I had 8 victories. 8. I predicted 8 of 10 matches right. The one prediction I got wrong was the SmackDown Tag Titles. And what else? Yeah, SmackDown Tag Titles. I predicted wrong. That's it. So my record, I went 8-1. Cruiserweight title match, it was good. Cedric Alexander wins and retains, and I'm glad he did. He should have. Up next we had, what was the third match? The Raw Tag Team titles. The Bar against Bray Wyatt and Woken Matt Hardy. Woken Matt, Bray Wyatt win. They are the new Raw Tag Team champions. I think that was the only title change. I believe it was. The only title change was the Raw Tag Team titles. So, I predicted Matt and Bray would win. Up next, we had the U.S. title. Jeff Hardy defending against Jinder Juice. Jeff Hardy wins. Very happy Jeff Hardy wins and retains. It would have been absolute garbage if Jinder would have won the U.S. title back. Up next, we had, what was next? The SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Bludgeon Brothers defended against the Usos. The crowd was really, I don't think, into this tag match. Bludgeon Brothers win and are still SmackDown Tag Team champions. After that, we had, I believe, the WWE Championship, I think, or maybe the Intercontinental title ladder match. Intercontinental title ladder match. Seth Rollins defends against The Miz, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor. It was a ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Seth Rollins wins. I predicted he would. Very happy he won. It was a pretty good ladder match. I really enjoyed it. Finn Balor was damn close. He was damn close to winning, but Rollins jumped, leaped on the ladder, got the title first. Up next, we had the WWE Championship. AJ Styles defending against Nakamura. Nakamura has a great new theme song. Go on YouTube and check it out. WWE on YouTube has the Nakamura entrance video of his new theme. It's damn awesome. So AJ Nakamura, they had a really good match. I enjoyed it. Double count out. So AJ retains. AJ retains without winning. Nakamura again. Nakamura hit the Nakamura nut shot. That was awesome. Behind the ref's back. But again, it's a double count out. So AJ did not win. He retained by count out. Hopefully they have a rematch at Backlash, making no disqualification or no count outs. Check out my live reaction I did for AJ Nakamura. Now, up next, two matches were left before the Greatest Royal Rumble, the WWE Universal Championship. I loved the finish. I thought it was well done. Brock Lesnar defends against Roman. Stop pushing him. He's not the guy. Reigns. Brock Lesnar wins in this match. I didn't expect it to be good. I didn't expect it to be awesome. There wasn't much to it. Chairs were used, and spears, German suplexes, Superman punches, and F5s. And then Brock was thrown into the cage a couple times, and he got power bombed. That was all they did. And then the finish. At one point, Paul Heyman slammed the cage door in the face of Roman, and then Roman got F5, and somehow Super Roman still kicked out. And they tried to make Roman not look weak because of how the finish ended. So Roman spears Brock. Brock's up against the cage like this. He gets speared through the cage. Brock Lesnar speared through the cage. Brock goes crashing back first to the floor. And they ring the bell. And Paul Heyman's yelling, Brock touched first. He touched first. Referee gives the Universal title. The winner, Brock Lesnar. Brock retains. I was so happy. Brock Lesnar retained. I don't give a damn if he's a part-timer. Does not bother me. I don't care that a part-timer is a champion on Raw. Doesn't bother me. You want a champion that's full-time? Watch SmackDown Live. You have a full-time champion. His name is AJ Styles. You want another full-time champion? Watch Seth Rollins with the Intercontinental title. There, you got two full-time champions. The Universal title is not the WWE title. So I'm not upset that Brock is a part-time champion because that title is very new. Doesn't barely mean anything. Except they're trying to make it mean a lot because Brock has held it for, I believe, 390 days, I think. I think it's about 390 days that Brock has been Universal Champ. Who's going to defeat Brock? I wouldn't have Roman go after him anymore. No, I don't want to see Roman go after the Universal title anymore. He's not the guy. Braun should go after Brock or Lashley or Samoa Joe. Brock Lesnar wins because he landed first on the floor, so he wins the cage match and retains. Anybody that's upset, I don't give a rat's ass. Go cry in a corner that you're upset Brock is still champ and a part-timer retained. Oh, go cry to your mama. Or go cry to somebody that'll listen to you and care, because I don't care. I like it that Brock won and retained. So up next was a casket match. Happy Rusev Day. Rusev, Undertaker, casket match. Everybody knew Undertaker's winning. Undertaker buries Rusev and puts Aiden English also in the casket together. So Rusev Day is buried. At least for today, Rusev Day can rest in peace. Undertaker wins. It was good to see Undertaker. He looked pretty healthy. So up next was the main event. I'm glad this was the main event. Thank God they didn't have Roman end the show holding up the Universal title, because that would have pissed me off. Thank God they didn't have Roman win the title. Everybody, especially wrestling experts like Dave Meltzer and other people, or wrestling journalists, they all claimed Roman was going to get the title at the Saudi Arabia show. Well, he didn't, and I'm happy he didn't. And I don't know if Brock has creative control over his new contract. Maybe Brock said to Vince or Roman, and Brock talked to Vince and said, it's not a good idea to have Roman win the title. Have Brock retain. But the final decision is probably Vince McMahon's. A lot of people bash Vince. I don't know what he's planning to have. I don't know who Vince is planning to have take the Universal title from Brock. But I damn sure hope Vince has given up on Roman. Give up on the guy. Just throw him away. He can still be a superstar. Go after Intercontinental title or whatever. But Roman does not need to be the guy. He'll never replace what John Cena did. Roman is not the guy. He's not. So just, Vince, I hope you have given up on Roman as the guy, as the champion. So, as I said, up next, 50-man greatest Royal Rumble. Number 1, the number 1 entrant in the greatest Royal Rumble. Number 1 was Daniel Bryan. I couldn't believe it. Watch my live reaction for the entire greatest Royal Rumble and all the entrants. Watch my live reaction I did on it. Daniel Bryan was number 1, and I was pretty damn surprised. And I was worried that he wasn't going to make it as far and as long as he did. Number 2 was Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph had a good showing. He lasted, I think, over 35 minutes. Number 3, I think, was Sin Cara. And then Curtis Axel and Sin Cara and the Ascension and Bo Dallas all got treated like jobbers, and they all got thrown out really quick. Ty Dillinger, that guy was eliminated really quick. Mike Kanellis, I felt so bad for that guy. Mike Kanellis, they treated him like trash. Mike Kanellis gets in, gets eliminated right away in about 1 second. Mike Kanellis comes in, gets clotheslined over the top, he's gone in about 1 second, maybe 2 seconds. But at least Mike Kanellis got a payday, and I'm glad the guy is still under contract. Surprise entrance. Some big guy from NXT. I forget his name. I really forget his name. He had a mohawk. He was huge. He's like a giant. He's actually taller than Braun. And he faced off with Braun. I forget his name. He was in there. Tucker Knight. NXT's Tucker Knight from Heavy Machinery. He was in there. Rey Mysterio. Roderick Strong made an appearance. That was awesome. The Great Khali. That was not awesome. That was sad. And it took him forever to get to the ring, and this is what Khali did when he got in the ring. Chop, another chop, someone's head, goes over the ropes and gets eliminated by 3 guys. That's all Khali did. Thank God they didn't have Khali win. That would have really pissed me off if Khali would have won. The final 3. Big Cass was in it. No Triple H, no Undertaker, no John Cena. I thought they'd be in it. But everybody that had a match was not in the greatest Royal Rumble. Shane McMahon, another surprise. Shane McMahon was in it. His first ever Rumble. Oh my God, Shane McMahon took a sick bump. Grabbed by Braun, thrown off the top rope by Braun. Braun smash to Shane McMahon. Shane goes through the table. That was a sick, nasty bump through the announce table Shane McMahon took. And earlier, Shane McMahon did a coast-to-coast off the top rope. I think to Braun. He did coast-to-coast to Braun, and Shane landed on the back of his head. Looked like he gave himself a concussion. I hope Shane McMahon is okay, because the guy went through that announce table like shoulder first. Hope he's okay, not injured. I'll say it again. Shane McMahon is one of the toughest guys ever to compete in a wrestling ring. He's one of the damn toughest and one of the craziest. I mean, he does some of the craziest daredevil spots I've ever seen. Shane McMahon, tough as hell. So the final 3 were Big Cass, Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman. Daniel Bryan gets eliminated by Cass. I expected that, and that's good building towards our match at Backlash. That is really good building for their feud in their match next Sunday at Backlash. So it's down to Big Cass and Braun Strowman. I so wanted Braun to win. I predicted Braun would win. Braun Strowman wins. Defeats. Throws out Big Cass. Braun Strowman, the first ever greatest Royal Rumble winner, gets a huge trophy. Vince McMahon's in the ring clapping for Braun. Like, kind of made me think maybe Vince is endorsing Braun finally as the guy over Roman, because Braun is actually liked by the fans, and Braun is super over, the most popular on Raw. Rollins and Ballard are really popular, but Braun Strowman, in my opinion, is the most over superstar on Raw. So I was watching Vince, his reaction to Braun winning, and maybe Vince, I know Vince is claimed to be, it was reported Vince is hands-on with Braun Strowman. Really likes him, really wants to push him. Please, Vince, get over Roman Reigns, pushing him as a babyface. Get over it. As I said, get rid of this babyface Roman push going after the Universal title. Get rid of it. Stop doing it for Braun Strowman. Vince was clapping for Braun. It just made me think maybe Vince has finally realized Braun Strowman is the guy to push and go after Brock and be Universal Champ. And I guess it's backstage in WWE, I guess it's 50-50 between people liking Braun to be the top guy or people wanting Roman to be the top guy. They're both full-timers. I'm for Braun Strowman being the guy, because they tried with Roman and they failed. Make Roman go away. Have Samoa Joe destroy him at Backlash. Have Roman go away for 6 months or until SummerSlam. Then have Roman come back. New attitude, new theme music, new ring gear. Have Roman be a heel. Because as a babyface, nobody cares. Every fan has rejected the guy, except for little kids and cougars. They're the only fans of Roman. So, Braun Strowman wins the greatest Royal Rumble. I'm very happy he did. I love Braun Strowman. Big fan of the guy. I really believe Braun should defeat Brock for the Universal title, or Samoa Joe, or Bobby Lashley. Braun Strowman wins, gets a green WWE title belt, because they made a belt for the greatest Royal Rumble winner. Braun Strowman gets a green WWE Championship and the trophy. And Vince McMahon again. Look at Vince McMahon's reaction. He was clapping. He looked very happy, like maybe he's changed his mind. That Braun is the guy to push over Roman. Because you gotta stop pushing Roman as the guy. Thankfully, Roman lost. So hopefully they've given up on Roman as a babyface. And no more title shots. Why would Roman get a title shot when he lost at WrestleMania? I don't get it. He got a title shot for no reason. It made no sense. To me, it made no damn sense. So now Roman loses again. No more title shots for him. Keep him off TV after Backlash, because that is the smartest thing to do with the guy. Get him out of Shield gear, get rid of that Shield music, and have him return in 2 or 3, 4 months. Greatest Royal Rumble in the books. Again, I'm not going to bash that is in Saudi Arabia. They were going to do it there anyways, no matter what. Realize that. Us as fans, you could hate it, could dislike it, and you could dislike and hate that the women were not on the show. I didn't like it. I want to see women's matches. I love women's wrestling. I support it. But no matter what the fans thought, we were still going to watch the greatest Royal Rumble no matter where it was. And I think WWE knew that. I want to put it there. Again, I would have put it in the UK. But they're going to keep doing shows in Saudi Arabia because they have a contract with them. So, my greatest Royal Rumble reviews in the books. My final grade would be... I'm going to give it an A. I'm going to give it an A. For two reasons. Braun Strowman winning the first ever greatest Royal Rumble and Brock Lesnar retaining. This greatest Royal Rumble gets an A grade from me. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed watching it on the network. They need to do more network specials on Fridays or Saturdays. Bye for now, everybody.